Alright, no more of that. Oh, my back hurts. What is going on, people? What is going on, Juju? Um, Normally I have something fun to say to start off the stream. I got nothing today. So let's just jump into this. You guys might have seen, for those of you who follow Dom, you guys might have seen this game played on his stream. I was talking a little bit to Gargareth, who made the game, and he ended up sending me a copy too to test out. So I figured, why not? I said I would. I'm a man of my word. All that good jazz. So first of all, I want to see, does this have capture game? Just out of curiosity. Doesn't look like it. Desktop capture it is. Also, this shit is loud as fuck. This is fun. I could sit here for like 10 minutes doing this. And we're gonna slow it down for you guys. Grab your significant other and get on the dance floor. We're gonna slow it down for y'all. The last song of the night. Just kidding. I did try out the game a little bit just to make certain that it was working. So, I only got to level 3, so don't worry about that. It's not like I really did anything. I tried to just rush through it just to see if I could actually get the keys to work. And I did, so. We're gonna go intense, because apparently it's really hard. And I like hurting myself, so I'll only play games on the hardest difficulty. From what I gathered, this is basically just fancier, more in-depth Asteroids game. It's a lot more fun. I could see some elements that ended up needing a little bit of fixing. But like I said, this is or I guess I didn't say it. This is alpha, so it's like an open alpha currently to anybody who's willing to play it, I guess. As per Gargareth. So there's definitely rocks you have to collect to get gold. I saw that there was like a giant list of power-ups, and I don't know if it's only because I was playing on the hardest difficulty, but everything was super expensive. So gold is definitely a premium in any resource. Also, I realized that you can break your resources, which is kind of obnoxious. I don't know if that's intended or not, but yeah, you saw I broke one of my pieces of gold. Not super happy about that, because it doesn't really seem like you can afford to buy many things until you get to the 3rd level. What I will say, having played up to level 3 of this game so far, and just what I'm noticing still today, is that if I can make a constructive criticism suggestion, is the draw distance on the enemies isn't that great. Like, I don't know if that's intended, or if it's supposed to be like that way because, you know, it's supposed to give you a chance to actually, like, go out and get asteroids yourself and then come back and fight them or what, but definitely seemed interesting that I would hear enemies off in the distance somewhere just fighting on their own, or, you know, gathering asteroids on their own, but they would never ever fight. If you get them in clumps of 2 or 3 though, they'll absolutely come and try to fight you. I also forgot you could change the music live. Which is kind of nice. Try to get this one little rock over here. Because from what I've gathered, there's not like an infinite pool of resources per level. Number one. Number two, it apparently gets really hard to get resources later on. Alright, well, I think I killed everything and everything else is gone. So that should just be level 1. I think that's a decent amount of money. I actually don't remember how it works. Also, this is, I think, as fast as we go until we get boosters. Or just movement speed. I don't know if there is boosters. I made that one up. I assume there's boosters, though. Okay, here, I believe you probably want engine speed or turn speed. And we'll just take the rest to the next level. Ideally, we're trying to rush weapons. Because once you get to level 3, you can definitely make your way through the level. The problem is, you start throwing a lot of enemies at you. So you saw there was only 2. I think once you get to level 3, there's already 8 saucers. And there'll be 2 groups of 3 chasing you down. After that, I have no idea what's going to be on level 4, but I assume that the scaling gets insane since I think there's only 19 or 20 levels right now. I can't imagine this being an easy game. It already kind of felt like it was leaning towards being difficult. And look, I broke my gold, no. I also would be interested in talking to Gargareth and seeing if it's intended for asteroid pieces just to completely fly out of the zone. Because that would make the game a little bit more like RNG based if asteroids are just getting shot and or just randomly go out of the playable zone. Because then you're relying on how fast you can go to collect everything. To then get all the, get as much gold and whatnot as you can, so you're relying on how fast your economy is. And I guess your innate ability to actually play the game and not just take damage infinitely. See, currently there's already 4 on the map. I just killed like 2 or 3 already. So the game picks up a little bit more. And I immediately shot my thing again. I feel like, unless it's just intended to be this difficult, I feel like a health bar or something above enemies, if you're there, if it's intended for your resources to break, that's like a difficulty barrier. It's really hard to tell how red the enemy is before they break. There's like I can kind of guess sometimes, but not when I'm fighting 3 things. Alright, I just don't know how many shots that one had. I thought that took 5. Also, I think my barrier came back, meaning that shields are important to have because they seem to regen. I'm liking the music. I'm trying to think. I don't know if I necessarily agree with the music choice for like this kind of like arcade style game. But then if I think about like being the actual pilot and like putting myself inside the game and just like flying around space shooting stuff, it seems a lot better. So maybe it's just my opinion. And that shit's irrelevant most of the time. But I do like the beat. What is that? I think it's more called like aesthetic. The aesthetic seems wrong to me. But when I put myself into the game mentally, it's a lot better. I never figured out if those little rocks that come off of like the smaller sized asteroids actually have anything in them. By the way, you can shoot through the sun. I wouldn't recommend it though, so if there's any gold or anything that's lost in the sun, you can't actually get it till it leaves. That's my one discrepancy there. I have not seen this enemy type. It's faster than mine, though. Holy crap. I don't remember this many enemies. Wow. I do not remember those enemy types at all, and I actually made it through level 3. And that's why I said, like, yeah, I remember it being a challenge. Well, I do like hurting myself, so welcome to intense difficulty. I need all you guys not to immediately clump together. See that shot from above me, meaning somebody's close, or unless, I forgot, I don't know what the projectile range is on these. It looks infinite though. I'm trying to figure out if I have the damage necessary to break this before I lose. It's not feeling like it currently. Meaning, potentially there's more enemies here than I can actually deal with, and I don't have that damage. judging by all the firing I'm hearing in the background. So it's a hit and run, get as many resources as I can, and then leave. I.e. the title of the level. I find it interesting that some of the enemy types just immediately break off, like those small shielded ones just immediately break off like that. Yeah, I got hit in the back. And you do lose all your gold and stuff. So what I think is expected of me is I need to do just enough damage. I can also hear the audio breaking. I'm assuming that happens because it wasn't happening before. I'm assuming that only happens when you die. But definitely a bug you want to see early on to flesh out. Yeah, I want to do as much damage as possible to the point where I have enough money, I think, or points, that the arbitrary number of whatever to go to the next level. But don't see myself faring well on this one. And now I remember the positioning of where the exit is. Alright. So what do I got? I have 2 regular asteroids, 3 regular asteroids. Wasn't even aiming that way, but I still hit it. Oh, these things aren't even collecting the asteroids. They're just shooting all the asteroids and breaking them. That one just immediately shot the gold I was collecting right there. Hopefully my shield comes back in time. Yeah, it did. How's my voice soothing? I have no control over it. I'm just talking normally. I can't help that. Look, we'll change the music again. Yeah, I don't really get hyped for things. I'm kind of just like playing. I'm like hyper focused right now. I'm like, all right, I know what I need to do. I don't know if I can get it done. I still haven't figured out if I can kill these things. I'm just like chilling, enjoying. I have no clue if I have the damage to break this. And he's so fast. I must be missing something. I keep getting the resources. I can't do anything to leave, though. And it doesn't seem like I can beat them down fast enough before I die. I was like, maybe you just haven't seen me playing the right game then, because the slew of profanity that comes out if I'm playing something I'm completely invested into and having a hard time with, yeah, it gets bad. This thing has knockback. It's also so hard to hit. I just want to see if I can kill it. To be honest, that's why I'm just sitting here like, I did it from the very beginning. I just want to see if I can kill it once. So if I can't, I think I'm kind of in trouble. I can't tell if this thing's getting more red or not. I'm just looking at the little red circle in the center and trying to see if it's gonna fire. This weird pretzel enemy. Now I'm kind of hungry looking at this guy. I don't know what the red part of the pretzel would be, but definitely looks like a pretzel. Oh, I hit it once, I think. So it gets its shield broken and then runs. Okay. I think I hit it officially one time. Alright. Alright, so let's try to save them for the end. So let's rush economy. Because I'm slowly losing the will to live. At least on this difficulty. Trying to figure out how much easier this game would be on an easier difficulty. By the way, that guy already broke my shield. I have a sneaking suspicion that this game has some kind of nonsense where it requires a certain amount of speed and a certain amount of turn speed to effectively deal with those guys, because every time they get their shield broken, they run away. And I don't think I actually ever do any damage to them. My brain's starting to comprehend what's going on, because these guys kind of chase you still a little bit, even if you hit them. Which makes them easier to deal with and consistently hit. But the second you shield break the other ones, who actually have shields, they just immediately run. Yeah, and I'm gonna be here all day if I have to shoot them this many times. Get stuck behind that rock, which I'm gonna say is Uranus, even though it's probably not. I'm gonna say it though. Maybe shield and run is just because the enemies will run after their shield is broken, but maybe you're not supposed to hit and run. I'm really trying to figure out the name of the title because... Or the title of the game. Or the level, I mean. Because usually the titles are indicative of what you're supposed to be doing. I'm dying, yo. Yeah, I got hit by the crossfire. Okay, so... How many ships did I kill before that popped up? Like 4? I think I had 4. The only reason I'm not trying to spend my economy too quickly is I'm trying to figure out the level first, because definitely money is a finite resource, and it doesn't look like, since you can't just keep leveling up and or taking money with you if you fail or whatever. I don't want to just go into another mission ill prepared, but I guess technically the double sword to that, the double-edged sword to that is you don't have anything to begin with, and you might not be able to finish the level. So I guess that is something to note. I was like, I'm already struggling on level 3. I don't even... I don't even think I'm ready for what's gonna be coming later. I got a feeling. Also, I'm trying to figure out if the enemies are randomly generated. In that, I remember I had like 5 of those advanced shield enemies a couple rounds ago. That time I only saw 2. I keep doing that. Just very interesting. They call me the Swedish sniper, hitting them across the map. I still can't go yet. Come over here, please. Sir, please. So provided I can live through this volley of enemies, I should be able to then leave. Looks like I only need like 4 kills, potentially. Look at this man goaltending. That's a dick move any way you look at it. I also wonder if that's intentional. It looked like he came zooming down, but he's probably just patrolling. I have no idea how much HP I have. Or shield, I should say. I don't think I took any hull damage. And I'm fairly confident on this difficulty I cannot fight the shielded enemies. Sir, I just need to, like, sneak past you. I knew the green ones were worth a lot. I was like, I remember those are a lot. And those guys were gonna escape because there's not a chance in hell I can kill those. Also, there's only 2, which is interesting. Because like I said, I remember that one run I had like 4 or 5. Alright. I feel like drone rentals might be the thing. Scan is perfect for people that don't like being snuck up on. Okay. Taking hits. Okay, I can kind of see that being useful. Defense. Don't mind collateral damage. The missile drone. Missile drone sounds like it's pretty strong. I feel like that's interesting enough that I gotta try it. And then next we're gonna get hull upgrade, engine speed, turn speed. I think hull strength is kind of not great because if it gets down to the point where my hull's taking damage, I think I messed up. So this might be one of the last ones I should upgrade unless there's enemies that specifically hit pass shield into hull. You're trying to sneak past me? No, because you see, I didn't buy that drone, so I would like you not to sneak past me. That would not be okay with me. I tried to help out and I broke a piece of gold. Get fucked, nerd. I don't need to fight you. You can just have my stronger, cooler friend do it for me. Keep breaking the gold. No, my friend died. How can this happen to me? I wonder if that's on a timer or you actually took enough damage to die. Not this guy. Well, I kinda did that to myself. Oh, don't shoot that one, please. The purple one and the green one are actually good. Alright. So there's still two of those guys. I feel like turn speed was the right call as well as maneuvering because it definitely feels like they're having a lot harder of a time hitting me. Like I thought. I'm pretty sure they have like near perfect tracking. It's just that since they're shooting projectiles, it's probably a lot harder for them to hit. Also, I can't kill these enemies, so might as well leave. Yeah, that's hard. Because how much am I really collecting? Those two green ones kind of saved me because if I have to keep buying drones every time now, Because I don't think those are permanent drones. Looks like I get a free one. Yeah, so I get this free scanner one. That's not really that helpful currently. Oh yeah, I'm spending 2,500 for a rental. Hey Fiercer, how are you doing this morning, sir? And there's nothing else I can buy because I don't have any money. Oh, okay, now I have to kill everything. Well, I'm doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. I'd be doing better if I didn't decide to play this game on the hardest difficulty possible. Because I feel like it's not going to be nice here in a second. But other than that, doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. How about yourself? What do you got working on? What's in the pipeline for you? Next stream ideas, next song ideas. What you got? Or work, I guess, but work's boring. I was kind of hoping there was gonna actually be something in that rock. Ooh, that had something. Ooh, photo shoot. I don't think I'm living through this one, since my main source of damage immediately died. Yikes. Okay, so I can only pull one of those guys at a time. Clearly I must have missed a stream then, because the songs I heard were fire, so. Alright, for sure, Juju. And oh, you're good, I get it. Everybody got that IRL stuff to do. I get it. And nice you're planning on being a firefighter. That's pretty cool. That takes a lot of, that takes a better physique than I have these days. I, too, was attempting to be a, what's that called? I don't want to say special services. Emergency service person. I was trying to be a cop. Unfortunately, there's one. What a pain in the ass. Unfortunately, there's one element of the interviews, or actually, I guess the background check, that I always fail because I have a messed up brain. Apparently. I always fail the lie detector test. Actually diagnosed. And no matter what, I cannot pass those. So I'm just like, well, that's fun, I guess. So yeah, I kind of stopped trying on that. So now I'm attempting to use my criminal justice degree for something else, I guess. Right now I'm kind of just picking up odd things now, or attempting to pick up odd things here and there, but I have a couple of irons in the fire with legal teams for game companies. Right now I actually have a decent lead on being a legal assistant for Sega America. I was like, unfortunately here in California, there's a lot of nonsense going on, coupled with, it doesn't matter if your dad's the chief of police, if you don't pass those things, like, they physically do not care, so. I actually had one of the, I actually got to the point where I was talking to one of the captains and one of the chief of police. I was just like, yeah, am I just like basically screwed? Is there any way of recovering? And they're like, I mean, I don't want to say no, but it's basically a no so long as you're never going to pass the polygraph. I'm like, well, I have this medical paperwork that says that's never going to happen. And they're like, well, maybe you should look for something else as a career temporarily until that happens. I'm like, well, that's kind of... When people say that, they're saying it without saying it. Good lord, those little robots hurt. And it's alright. I guess technically it's not alright, because I'm missing out on something I easily qualified for at a decent paying job, but... eh. I try not to let it beat me down. Oh yeah, no. After the I mean, I guess even now you can still see in California there's issues with it being one of the places for all the rallies and whatnot, but yeah, I think after the 60s, I want to say, after all of the illegal scandals happened for the LA Police Department and LA Sheriffs, actually, yeah, they locked that down. Like, essentially, if you did not leave the womb, like straight A's, fastest runner, you know, you didn't even so much as look at glue for other than putting paper or putting it to 2 pieces of paper. And we're just talking about glue. We're not even talking about anything remotely close to anything else. Just glue. They're like, yep, you're a liability. I was just like, oh. I don't think I have the necessary stats to do this. Yeah, Cali's definitely not great, but it's where I'm at. It's where I'm at. It's my state currently, so I guess if I ever get a wild hair and decide to move somewhere, maybe I can apply elsewhere, but I have definitely lost all my physique since moving on from trying to go into that field. I guess not all my physique. I didn't really get fat so much as I just lost a lot of muscle mass because I haven't been working out 7 days a week. But hopefully everything goes well for you. That's all I can really do is like be like, yeah, I hope it goes better for you. Everything across the board. I hope it goes better for you than it did me. Alright. Where's the leave button? I just want to try something because I've never played this on not intense. I feel like intense is way too hard to make any kind of decent progress. I have to actually know what I'm doing. And I don't really. Especially since every single laser immediately breaks the only weapon I have to effectively deal with the enemy. Very nice. See, look. You'll be completely A-okay. Not to make it all about me, but I guess that's kind of the bad thing about California is there's just so many people looking to hire onto departments anywhere. Not even just like police departments, but the fire department, EMT, all that stuff. There's just so many people that you can't really get a guaranteed like, oh yeah, we'll hire you, whatever, because there's a lot of qualified applicants out there. So if you're in Ohio, I think is what you were saying, or you're just talking about somebody living in Ohio with easier qualifications, or I guess minimums, then yeah, there might be slightly less people there, but so not even just Northern California. I live in Southern California, so where all the people are kind of focused and centered. So anytime I went anywhere to apply, there was easily like 1,000 other people just on that day applying. And I think that they would hold like the interviews and the physical tests for 2 weeks. So yeah, there was definitely a lot of applicants everywhere. So if you weren't the most squeaky clean person, you definitely did not get in. But you know what? Not being hyper focused on having to work out and remember penal code laws and whatnot has allowed me to have free time to pursue my ambitions of streaming. So I never thought I would ever hit that play button, to be honest. So, or I guess start stream button. So I would say I'm not as comfortable living, but I'm happier right now, so. The streaming has definitely taken me out of my comfort zone. Wonder how optimized the enemies are going to be on the later levels. If I was already starting to see those shielded enemies, Wonder how it's gonna be on the easiest difficulty. It already feels like I have a lot more economy than I did the first time around. Please don't break that. I still shot it. I swear the turn radius at the beginning is just so punishing. I have it on a hard difficulty, and I could just feel like, yeah, I'm very sad that I can't actually turn when I want to. That's fine. We'll get to like 2 or 3, and it'll be good. Let's see. Man, I really am not happy with myself that I keep breaking these rocks. I keep immediately breaking all the money inside. Any other asteroids on the map? I don't see anything. So this is the shield and run map, right? Yeah, I needed that one. I needed that. So, I feel like constantly buying rentals is the bad idea. I should buy something that helps me mine more. I think that's the play. I grab that one, and then I grab 1 shield, 1 turn speed, and 1 engine speed for now. Alright, let's go, Billy. Oh, he just goes off on his own and does it. Okay. Well, provided he gives me like 1,000, he's kind of worth it. Good lord, look how fast that thing is. Alright, how bad are you? I technically do not need a means to fight him currently. Judging from that, I'm gonna assume that we're out of rocks. Yeah, see, look, before when 2 escaped, now there's 3. I'm noticing these little things. Leads me to believe that the world is procedurally generated. I gotta go faster than that. I gotta go faster at the same time, not get surrounded by... What was that, 4 at the end? There was a lot more there than I remember there being. Change the music. Interesting. I clicked out of my game. I guess I thought that was possible. I didn't really think I would do it though. So after this level, I absolutely need to have lasers. So maybe stats aren't the main thing, it's the resources. And that you don't want to rush ship upgrades, you want to rush drones. But the problem is you only get so many drones and they'd like die immediately. I actually have to think about that. Not bad economy right now. I'd like to stop shooting my ships though. I'm trying to get the resources out of them. All right. We have a lot of shots coming in all of a sudden. Hey, look, and the thing just opened up. All right, let me click back over here. 'Cause I just minimized my game for no reason. That was unfortunate too. That was gonna be a good run. There's actually a lot of resources on the map. I just can't get to them fast enough. So I wonder if it's actually better to not take shield and speed and all that stuff and instead get just another drone. Or do I only get one mining drone? If I only get one, that makes sense why economy seems so hard to maintain. Okay. I'm kind of hoping for an asteroid to show up so that it kind of steals that. Okay, well then I guess I'm just gonna steal everybody's attention at this point. Probably because there's nothing left on the map because my miner took everybody's aggro. Cause like I need everybody to. Okay, so there is a pull distance even if you shoot at them, which is kind of what I needed to know. I'm just gonna quickly leave the game, okay? Just don't worry about it. Good lord, these things have crazy draw distance. So if I can have you come down here, please. Oh, I was already ready to leave. I didn't know. I didn't know, bro. All right. Freshen that economy. I think that one had a purple gem in it. It did. Nice. This is kind of like a bust run right now. Those other runs I had like 8,000, 9,000. I have 6 now. I'm going back to my people. Leave me alone. Hey, look, it was below me. I forgot. Did I miss it? How was it below me? I swear I think he's moving and it's bothering me. Because I'm not that fast. Okay, so it's gotta be down here somewhere. Alright. I swear I feel like I need a turbo or something that just gives me slightly better turn speed. I feel it in my bones, I just don't know what it is. But like, I don't necessarily need damage. I need like, just like one element of like skill. Other than just turning. Or maybe I'd actually, like, unless turn speed will give me that. It feels like the game's missing something right now. Like, obviously I know it's not a finished game. Like I say, it is. I'm trying to put my finger on what I feel like it could use at this point. Like right here, like in this volley, on level 3, seems kind of ridiculous that there's enemies I can't kill, unless the whole point is to rush lasers. We're still on level 3. I reset the game because I realized I probably wasn't going to get anywhere with how fast my economy was plummeting. So I decided to try it on the easier difficulty to see what the difference is. And honestly, I think I'm doing worse at this point on the easier difficulty. I don't know how that happened. The difficulty also doesn't feel easier since there's like 5 of those little fast laser ones that I can't kill, when before I was only having 2. So I'm highly skeptical if the relaxed version of the game is in fact relaxed. Unless the difficulty bars were reversed. Which I'm all for a good bait, but pretty sure I'm stuck if that's the case then, for the time being. I think that crashed into me even though it wasn't that close yet, but okay. I'll accept that one, I guess. I'll accept the L. So now I have to start killing things, since we mined mostly everything, and there's not a lot of stuff on the map. Actually, I'll let my boy handle that. Okay, wave of flying saucers aren't that bad. It's those little fast ones that I cannot actually hit that are a problem. So I think after I clear these ones, I should be able to leave. Make sure my shield's back a little bit because I'm gonna try to get in here and just like quickly grab whatever pops out. Or I guess my little buddy will do it for me. I didn't actually think about that. Alright, well. We are not faring well, so hopefully the place I need to get to opens it. It did. Unfortunately, my turn speed... Yeah, I was like, unfortunately, my turn speed is making it impossible to move. And that's saying something, because I have turn speed 1, I believe. So I gotta do all that again, but I gotta do it faster. That's all that told me. And it happens, though. That definitely happens, Juju. Unfortunately, that is this game. Which, after seeing it on Dom's stream, I kind of knew what I was signing up for. So I can't be mad. Definitely a little surprised, though. Where is it this time? Is it still top left? I think it is. It's important to note. So you mean you would have another cup of coffee and you are active having another cup. See, look, this is the thing. There's 4 now. There was 2. There was 6 one time. I'm trying to figure out why that happens. If it's truly random. Or what? Or does the player have influence if I like kill some ships, will it spawn more of the little circular ships as opposed to those? Because as it stands, I don't have the capability of killing those guys at all. That's kind of a problem. Coffee's your weakness? That's an interesting weakness. Yeah, I was like, my turn speed isn't gonna get me out of that. So fast. I also didn't get a lot of good resources on that run, so... I wonder if this game is like... kind of like... an RNG based game where it requires you to get a certain amount of money per run. Or if there is actually a certain amount of money on the run and I'm just not getting lucky with the asteroids. I don't think coffee would be one of my weaknesses though. I do like coffee. I didn't actually really drink much of it as a kid. I'd sample it. But coffee wasn't really my main, like, #1 thing. It was kind of more of like a recent thing when we started making more coffee as we started getting older. And it was there. And it was something to drink. I think that's kind of still how I think coffee is. It's like, it's kind of cold right now. And it's something it's something warm, it's something to drink. That being said, I have a cat tongue. So what ends up happening is I leave it on my desk and I'm busy playing games and I don't really like stopping mid, you know, like whatever I'm doing to drink. So I'll wait till a cutscene happens or something like that. And then I'll go like 2 or 3 hours before I'll have another sip of my coffee. So, you know, it's pretty cool on my desk by then. Okay, this is a better arc. So I'm not going to be able to collect any of their money. I should be able to leave though. I was like, provided that they don't break off like that. Provided they don't break off like that. Am I really supposed to have lasered units at this point in the game? I don't even have enough money. That's the problem, like, I didn't even have the necessary resources to make it that far yet. But I would say if I had to pick something that is my weakness, it'd probably have to be like something like savory, like meat. Being able just to like bite down on something that tastes good. I'm not really like a sweet tooth kind of person. I used to eat like a whole bunch of... I used to be the person that used to have like cake and pie and cookies for like breakfast. And then somewhere at like 10 o'clock I'd eat like pancakes with like a shit ton of syrup. And like midday I'd have like more cake. I used to be able to do that, but I think I kind of burnt out of that in my youth. Because I'm like the complete opposite, where I'll have like a sweet thing maybe like once a month. Like in my coffee and my tea, I don't put any sweets. I just drink it straight because I prefer the actual taste of the drink as opposed to just sweetening it. But definitely meats. It's like that savory, being able to kind of be like animalistic and sink your teeth into something. I think that'd be more of a weakness for me. I'll be honest, I don't think that there is a meat that I don't like. In fact, just recently, since I had been working for UPS, the warehouse that I was working in was actually situated in a more Hispanic city, and I'm half Hispanic, half white, so you know, it's not like seeing any of the stuff that they serve there is like super new or strange to me. But I started trying some of the more like organy meats. Like they have buche, which is like pig stomach. Lengua, which is pig... No, I think that's cow tongue. But basically, they just have like a whole bunch of like different meats that they serve that you wouldn't normally see in like traditional like American style cooking or just like any other country like that. That's a lot of that specific to, you know, like a poor climate where they don't let any bit of the animal go to waste. And actually, not bad. They season it pretty well. Like, yeah, it's a little gamey if you don't like gamier meats. Not great. It depends on what organ it is. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like some organs, like if you get more of the muscly organs, like the heart, it tastes more irony, obviously, because like it's there circulating blood. But the flavor's still pretty good. At least in my opinion. I don't know. Maybe I'm weird. I think I buy this. I can literally just like get a free upgrade right now because I got lucky on rolls. I think I have to do that. Also, if I remember correctly, this one isn't as bad. The only problem is I don't have a drone, so all the resource gathering is going to be off of me. Yeah, as far as texture and stuff like that, like, yeah, I guess texture can be an issue to get past, and it's like hard to get past, but I'm more of a flavor person. You can give me a bowl of snot. If it tastes good, I'll be like, well, that's a bowl of snot, but I'm gonna eat it. Or like people where like they can't just like eat certain things. Like if it creeps them out or grosses them out, and they're just like, ugh, like. Long story short, one time when, actually it was when my dad was visiting our family in Iowa. I don't know why, but he decided to bring home some like raccoon. I think he found. He had found and like shot a raccoon. And my grandmother on the Hispanic side, decided to make tacos out of them. 'Cause, you know, Hispanic people tacos, like, seems like a good idea. And my uncle, who's a little bit more of a prude, ends up eating the tacos and going, oh man, this is really good. I've never had this kind of meat before. What is it? And my dad immediately was like, are you sure you want to know what this is? He's like, oh yeah, it's the best. I want to make it at home. And then my dad told him it was raccoon. He immediately threw it up. Immediately. Like there wasn't even hesitation. Oh, I still blow up rocks anyway with these. Listen, as somebody who has been poor, Juju, alright? Somebody who knows the life of being poor, you can taco anything, alright? Put that in my 2020 final year memory moments. You can taco anything. Yeah, but see, one, there's a lot of deer where you are, because that's another reason why my dad loves going to Iowa, or used to, I guess, before, like, all the travel bans and then, like, hunting regulations started kind of getting crazy everywhere. All the rules and having to, because we live in California, so having to remember all the hunting regulations and whatnot. But, yeah, I was like, deer is not, like, a weird concept. Maybe it is for people here, because we're like scared of eating anything that isn't a cow. Apparently it's a problem for some people I know to eat goat. I'm like, you know, like goat's like a staple meat in like the Middle East, right? Like they eat that shit all the time. It's like, I don't know, it's just weird, like it's a goat. I'm like, yeah. And then man, deer's not that weird, whereas you're talking about, like, you know, raccoon, possum, that kind of stuff, where it's like people see those kind of as like trash-eating animals. It'd be like the equivalent of like trying to eat a seagull. Like, you know, like that thing is just eating garbage like by the beach. That's kind of the mindset. I guess that's why people have the biggest problem with it. Is it's considered like a lesser thing. I know I've had everything too. I'm over here talking about like organ meats. I'm way past the concept of, you know, any kind of meat. Yeah, quail, squirrel, rabbit. We have chucker here. We have dove. All that good stuff. Anything you can hunt, trust me. I've had it. I also hunted, I would say, before California got like super strict with like the steel shot regulations and, you know, making like half of our state reservations, nature reservations, that made it really hard for people just to go out and hunt. Because I did all that fun stuff. I actually never tried jackrabbit, but that's because everybody who I've ever gone out hunting with told me to never shoot those because they do not taste good. And I'd be forced to eat it by myself. So I was like, yeah, I don't really want to eat something that sounds terrible by myself. Nobody's selling this item to me. I think now we buy all these upgrades. Because since we rushed rockets, we actually have a means of homing on enemies that we didn't have before. I'm pretty sure my ammo economy, or not my ammo economy, my economy itself is going to be really good. I just need to survive this. Which is going to be easier said than done. Yeah, you liking sushi is a bit of an odd one since you don't really have an ocean in Iowa. Are you even near the Great Lakes? My